Okay, I am going to try and do a tutorial on how I make this bad boy. It's a candy cane looking candle. So, what I use. I am using, oh, hang on, I got this all scrambled together. Hang on a second. Okay, I had my yarn all wonky and stuff, but, you know, whatever. So what I use is I love this yarn. I love this, and it's a metallic yarn. It's got the red and the silver. Well, it says it requires a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, but I only use a 5. It is 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, or 230 meters. The color is red. The white is also, I love this yarn, metallic. You can see it's got that silver. It's like that tinsel from a tree. The color is white. And again, 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, 230 meters. Both of these are 97% acrylic and 3% metallic polyester. So, how do we start these? Well, let me get my yarn going here. Alright, let me see here. Now, like I said, I am using a, let's see if it wants to, a 5 millimeter crochet hook. I don't know why this doesn't want to, whatever, right? Can you see that? 5 millimeter crochet hook. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, let's see if I can get this started. So again, it's 5 millimeter crochet hook. Now how I start mine is I do a magic circle and I just wrap it around, you know, I crisscross it here and wrap it around. Put my needle in, or hook, I'm sorry. Bring up a loop, and I am going to chain 3. Good Lord. Getting all tangled. I'm not used to having a camera right here. I have that back loop. I'm going to chain 3, and it does not count. 1, 2, 3. And you always want to make sure that you're not doing something with that metallic. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to chain 12 double crochets. And I like to bring that out there. Get my yarn over here. So yarn over, then we got this loop here, and you can make your circle however you want. Okay, however you feel comfortable making your circle, you know, go ahead. If you don't like the magic loop, you don't have to do that. So then we go through 2, yarn over, go through the last 2. I just kind of tug a little bit on it. Again, you're going to yarn over, and you're always going over this piece. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, that's yarn over, go through this middle part of the loop, pull up a loop, got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'll do that one more time. Yarn over, go through this big loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yeah. Make sure you don't get it too tight. I'll see what I did. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to do this until you have 12 on your hook, okay? And I'll meet you back here. Okay, once you have 12, then we'll close it up. Always count to make sure you have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're counting like these V's, like that stitch. So in order to close everything, we are going to slip stitch into the top of this first chain 3. So slip stitch, just go under there, bring up a loop, and then just bring the loop through. And then I just kind of tighten it. Now we can take this string and pull to close up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, so count, which does not count, yarn over. Now I'm going to go right back into where I just chained 3, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets. There's 1, yarn over, go back into the exact same hole, okay. Pull up a loop. I'm supposed to yarn over first. I'm not a seasoned crocheter. Yarn over, go through the same loop, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go to the next one. It's 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. I pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that again in the exact same hole. See, the exact same hole. Okay. I'll pull through 2. Get my yarn facing the right way. Again, one more time. Yarn over. Go into the next loop. Pull up the working yarn. Got 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. I'll do that one more time in the same hole. Okay. So each one's going to have 2 double crochets in each hole. 2 double crochets in that one, 2 in that one, 2, and so on and so forth. All right, I'll meet you back up when I'm right here. Okay, so now you can go back through and you can count, make sure you got 24. Start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, go on, make sure you got 24. And again, I'm just going to slip stitch to close. So let's just put your hook under, pull up the loop from your working yarn, and pull through that last loop. Okay, tighten it down a little bit there. So now we are going to chain 3, and back into this first loop we're going to chain 1. Okay, we're going to do a double crochet into the next one. We're going to yarn over. We're going to put 2 double crochets in each one. Okay, 2 double crochets in each one. Like I said, however you make your circles, feel free to make it that way. Yarn over, and the next one we're only going to go 1. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next one, 2 double crochet in the same hole. So 1 double crochet, yarn over, go into the exact same one, and another double crochet. The next one, yarn over, your hook through, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now the next one is 2 again. Put your yarn through, hook through, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's what it's going to be all the way around. It's going to be 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet in the same one. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the same one. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the same one. And I will meet you back here when we are done doing that. Okay, so you should have 36 all the way around. This should be 36. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into this top stitch, and that's just yarn or go through, yarn over, and pull all the way straight through. Now comes the fun part. We're sorry, going to yarn over, back loop only. Now we're only going to do the back loop. Just this is the only round we're doing back loop. Okay, only round. I'm not chaining anything. I'm not nothing. You slip stitch, yarn over, go into the back loop, pull up a stitch, and you're going to do your double crochet. Yarn over, back stitch only. You can see that right here, back stitch only. Pull up a loop, got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, here's number 3. Back loop only, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. No, we're not going to pull through 2. Only pull through 2. Oh, shoot. You gotta leave 2 on your hook. Leave 2 on your hook. Okay? Leave 2 on your hook. I'm going to take my red yarn and I'm going to put it back here. Now I need to get my white yarn over here. Oh, I got it going under the red yarn. Don't want that. Now we're going to keep the white yarn over here and red yarn over here. So now we're going to get the start of our white yarn. I'm not making a slip stitch or slip knot or whatever that's called. I'm going to take my white yarn, I'm going to pull through these 2. Okay. Now I want a little bit of a tail on here because I'm going to stitch it in anyways. The red one's falling. Alright, keep the white over there. Oops, I'm not in the camera, sorry. So now what we're going to do is get your working yarn, yarn over. Got to hold this as good as you can. Remember, back loop only. Go through the back loop. And we're carrying the yarn. Bring up a loop. Go through 2. Bring up. Oh, snap. I grabbed the tail. Careful not to grab the tail. Yarn over. Go to the back loop. Bring up the white but not the yarn tail. And we're going to carry this through. So we're going to have this going. You're always going to be carrying your yarn. And you're going to crochet over it. So bring up a loop, go through 2, bring up a loop, go through 2. Now, I can tighten this thread down a little bit, tighten the weight down a little bit. Okay, yarn over, and make sure you're carrying the yarn with you, the white and the red. So I'm going to put this over here a little bit for right now, until that white gets going. Back loop only. Make sure you get all of the back loop. Oh snap, I didn't get that yarn right there. We want the yarn right on top of here. Well, I guess we gotta go towards the back. A back loop only, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, tighten it a little bit, yarn over. Again, I got the stuff on this side. I'm going to go back loop only, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, pull that red a little bit. Oh, I did it again. Do not go through 2. Leave 2 on. Leave 2 on here. Let me do that again. Yarn over. Back loop. Pull up a loop. Go through 2 and leave it, because now we got 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I put my white to the front. I'm going to grab the red. And I'm going to pull through. Now I can pull my white a little taut. Now we're going to go over the white. Back loop only. Pull up a loop. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Just not staying in the camera. Back loop. Pull up a loop. Go through 2, go through 2. Once you get so far with this white, the tail, we'll just drop it. I'll probably do one more. Now, back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, stop. Now we're back to, now we're back to the white. So we got 2 reds on our hook, 2 reds. I'm going to pull through 2. I can tighten the white just a smidge, because you don't want it all showing through. So you just kind of make it just a smidge bit taut. Now, again, we're going to carry. We're always carrying the yarn. So yarn over, back loop only, pull up a loop, and just a double crochet. Again, back loop. I think you can see this. Now one more, because these are done in increments of 3. Back loop only, pull up. Now we're only going to go through 2. Leave 2 on your hook. This white can now sit to the back. Tighten them just a little bit, just so you don't want them too tight, because then the yarn will buckle, or whatever it is it does. I'm going to get rid of this white. Now I always try to keep the white in the front and the red in the back so that it doesn't tangle on me. So I'm going to grab the red. I'm going to go through grab the red, go through the last 2 white loops, yarn over, back loop, pull up a loop, again, back loop only. I wonder if I should make this a little bit closer. 1, 2. Now I'm on the third one. Back loop only. Only go through 2. Put the red to the front. Now we're going to get the white, and pull up a loop. I'm going to back this up a little bit. Let me try and maneuver this so it doesn't fall. Oh, sorry. Camera problems. Let's see if I can get this a little bit closer and show you. Alright, so now we're going to do white. So yarn over. Make sure you're carrying that red yarn right here. Back loop only. Pull up a loop. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Again, remember, you have a front loop and you have a back loop. And we only want the back loop. But this is the only row that we're going to do this with. Pull up a loop. Oh. Yarn over, go through. Oh. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, back loop. Pull up. Only go through 2. Drop the red yarn up down front for a moment. Just tight a little bit. Like I said, you don't want it too tight. So my dad said, too tight is broke. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through these 2. Okay. Then yarn over, back loop only. Get the white back up here. Like I said, we're going to carry each color along this each time. So you want to have the yarn kind of towards the back a little bit so that when you go through the back loop, that yarn is getting trapped in there, see? Yarn is getting trapped in there. Now we're going to go through 2. Sorry. And go through 2. Again, yarn over. Go through 2. Oh, running out of yarn here. Keep that white there. 2. And go through 2. Again. Yarn over. Back loop only. Bring up a loop. This one, go through 2. Stop. Because we got 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pull the white a little bit taut there. We're going to yarn over and go through 2. Okay, so do that all the way around and I'll meet you back here. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how I did this because I'm doing a video. So, alright, so on the last white, we're just going to do all 3. Oops. Go into my last one. Okay. This is really hard to do. I need to stand up light back here. So we got 3 of them here. Okay. Okay, so now this is the only one on this last one on the back loops only. You're going to make sure you got all 3 white done. We're not going to pick up the red on that other loop. Okay. There we go. So yeah, the only one we're going to do all 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the white to the front. And we are going to slip stitch into the first red. Just slip stitch. Oops. Grab the red. Make sure you're carrying your white. Slip stitch. And then pull it through. close through the white. Okay, now we're on to the red. So now you slip stitched into that first one, right? Now we're just going to pick up our red and start crocheting as we normally did. I got to make sure that this is okay. The white's got to be on the side. So now we're going to do our double crochet. We're going to go into that the second loop. So there's 1, 2, 3. We slip stitched into the first one. I'm going to pull up the red, and my white's in the way. And then I'm just going to do a double crochet and go into the next one. This is the second one. Do a double crochet, now we go into this first white one. Okay, pull up a loop, stop, make sure my white is a little taut here, and pull the red a little bit. Now see, we're one over with the red, and that's fine because that's what you want. That's how you get the swirlies. Now I go with the white into the second white loop. No, I don't. I'm lying to you. Sorry. First of all, we got to bring the white through the two reds. Bring the white through the two reds. Now yarn over and do a double crochet. There's one double crochet. Go to the next one. That's 2 double crochet. And go into this first red one right here, pull up a loop, go through the first 2, and tighten that down a little bit, get your white down there, yarn over, pull through the 2 white loops, and tighten that white a little bit. Yarn over, and now we're just going to go through. So you're moving over by 1, which gives you that swirl, a little bit of a swirl. Okay, yarn over. Now we're at the second or the third red loop, like so. Yarn over, go into that first white one, pull up a loop, red, pull through 2. I put my red to the back so I don't get it tangled. Grab the white, pull through, and I pull through these 2. So now we're back to, okay, I got my red right here. We're always carrying through. Go to, oops, the second white loop, pull it up, do a double crochet, the third loop, and do a double crochet. Go to the very first red one. So you got 1, 2, 3. Now, right now we're not doing back loop only now. Realize too, we are going underneath the V. See the V? We go underneath the V. Only go through 2. Oh, somehow I'm getting this mixed. Oh, I'm going to get it twisted, darn it. Grab the red. Sorry. There we go. So what I try to do is when I'm pulling up loops, I keep the white over there and the red over here so I don't get it twisted. Okay. Now we're back to red. I'm going in the second red one. Lord have mercy, I just grabbed the white. I don't know why I did that. Keep the white underneath there. I'm not really good at tutorials, that's why I don't do them. Pull up. You got your double crochet. Go through the second one. into that first white one, pull up a loop, go through 2. I bring the red back over here, pull on the white a little bit, yarn over, pull through those 2. Now we're on the white. And we keep doing this all the way around. Now, at this point, I do not, you know, chain 1 and do all that other stuff. I just keep going round and round and round in circle until it's as long as I want it. Alright? And just remember, when you get to that first color, opposite color, you got 2 white, pull the red through. I just tighten everything down a little bit, not too tight. And you go into the second loop and do a double crochet. Just make sure you're always carrying whichever yarn, because otherwise you would be cutting and tying and cutting and tying, and we don't want that. And then you got 2, bring that to the front, and now we're back to the white. Now if somebody has a better way of doing this, you know, let me know. This is how I've done it. Now this is, I think this is where I started, where I did the slip stitch, so you have that little extra in there, but that's alright. But you can see, let's see how I got that little extra. Either I didn't pull it tight, or this, I think this is where I started. So I just keep going around and around in circles. I don't, oh no, this one I just didn't pull tight. I just keep going round and round in circles. I don't do a chain 1, go up, whatever. So from now on, it's just going around and around in circles. And you can see how, you know, it's already starting. It's off center by 1, which is how you get that little, where it almost looks like it's swirling or whatever. Kind of goes down at an angle. It's kind of cool. I'll show you what I do when I get to the end. Just hang on. Okay. So here, this is where, oops. This is where I connected it. So I got my 2 red loops up here. Let me get my white. Go through like I normally would. Pull the red a little bit. I go in the second white loop, third white loop, and we're not gonna slip stitch, we're not gonna this, we're not gonna do anything fancy. You're just gonna go into that red loop, pull up your white, stop. Okay. Now I come through with my red, just tighten everything down here a little bit, and keep carrying through. Okay. And we're just right on track here. And we're going through, like I said, we're going through that V part now. We're going all the way under the V. Pull up a loop. First, I gotta do the double crochet part first. Yarn over. Pull up a loop. Pull through. Only 2, because now I'm at the white again. Put the red here. Go back under the white. Oops. Make sure you go under both. Unless you want some kind of texture, then I guess you would just do back loop only or front loop only. See, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. And there, see, we're back to our white. And everything is connected also nicely. Once I get that first one, then I can tighten the red a little bit. And that's it. That is how I do it. If you come up with another way, you know, but this is what works for me. This is the way I prefer to do it. I'm going to get the white over there. And just make sure you're constantly carrying the whichever color yarn on top of the bees. I'm trying to look over the camera to do this. I don't know how people do tutorials like this all the time. The knitting machine is easy. See? And you can see how it's starting to go kind of at an angle, because you're always one over. Always one over. And that's how I do it. That's just how I do it. And I just really love this sparkly yarn. So, I hope this helps you if you want to make one or whatever. They do come out really cute. Like I said, if somebody has another way of doing it, that's fine. I'll probably continue to do mine this way because, like I said, it works for me. I couldn't find any other video to show me how to do something like that, so it took me a little bit, but this is, like I said, this is how I came up with doing it. So if the video is a little long, I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. Like I said, I'm not one that makes like big tutorials and stuff like some people do, which is fine. Some people are just really good at doing tutorials. I'm not. I'm good at watching them and stuff, but like I said, I couldn't find one for this, so that's how I did it. So have fun with that. Have a good day.